All right, guys, we're going to play a strategy that I call electrons. This is a cool strategy. I've shown it before. We're still in the middle of doing our inflation system, but I'm going to take a break to show you guys something else. But we'll go back to inflation. I want to keep building that up and see how many times in a row that system can win. That's for my personal play. So that inflation is very important for me and my success, because that's the system that I'm going to be mainly using to build a large amount of money here. All right, now this particular strategy, what we'll do, I've shown this 2 times. It's 2-0. It has not lost. And we're going to go ahead and play it again and see if it can go 3-0. I just made some nice hot coffee. Here goes a little gurgle. That sucker's hot. Fresh off the press. All right. Here we go, guys. Here we go. We do not work to come out on electrons. Electrons, that's the one that's always moving. It's always moving, guys. Here we go. Okay, that's a 5. Okay, we're going to lay the 5. No 5 for 100. We're going to have about a $60 hedge there. So we're going to go ahead and put 60 bucks on the 6. Okay, we're going to 7 out. That's going to win $4 actually. Going to get $4 on that one. All right, so you're going to lose this, but you get it back over there. All right? Okay. Here we go. There's a 9. Okay, we're going to lay the 9. Same thing. It's going to pay 65, so we'll bet. It's actually 63, 64. We'll bet the 6. We're going to hit the 6. $70. We'll give them a nickel. Coming down. Okay, now we're going to come down on our no 9. Now we only do the 6s and 8s if they hit 2 times in a row. All right, so we're up 70 bucks. All right, let's get busy. Okay, there's a 7. Comes the come out roll. It's a 6. Okay, we'll mark the point. We don't really need to. And there's a 5. We're going to go ahead and lay that 5. No 5 for 100. 60 bucks on the 8. And then we're going to hit that 5. We're going to get picked off. So that's back-to-back 5s. We're going to go 200. We're going to make this 120. And I'm going to put 50 on the 4 and 50 on the 9. Now, why am I doing that? Because I get aggressive when I get picked off. If I lose to the 7, we'll overcome it. I'll worry about it if it happens. And it's a 9. If I don't, let me explain something to you guys. If I don't make that move, I lose out on $70. If I hit that 4, I would lose out on $100. Okay? So I'm playing this to win. Not every single time that I play am I completely covered. There's always a risk here and there. When I get picked off, I'll make that play. I want 3 numbers working. The faster I get a hit, the faster I'm down from that $200 landmine right there. That's a landmine, okay? All right, so we're going to get $70. We're going to give them a nickel. All right, now I'm coming down on that. And my 5. Now we hit the 9, right? So we're going to lay the 9, and we're going to have the 8 working. Just like that, we're back in business. Okay? Now, yes, we're still down $30 from that no 5. But we already won previously, so we're okay. But now that's a 6, that's a point. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and work this on the come out. And there's my 8. If I don't make that move, I don't get $70. Why would I not work that come out? Somebody tell me why I would not work that come out. I have a lay here. This is protected from the 7. So you got to work that come out. Okay, we're going to owe them a nickel. And now we're coming down on it. And remember, we don't lay 6s and 8s after one roll. That's too risky. Okay, that's a 3. There's another 9. Points in 9. We're going to lay the 9. 60 on the 6. It's an 11. Now, if you wanted to, you could go like this. You could break that into $55 and you could go with the 6 and the 5. Okay, you could do it like that. And look at that. There is your 5. If we don't make that move, we don't win that $35. So you have less risk this way because you're getting 2 numbers versus 1. The faster you get to hit, the faster you're down. But we're constantly moving our lay. Now our lay goes to the no 5 because we threw the 5. So this is coming down. This is going to the no 5. And now you could go ahead and go with your 9 or your 10. We'll go with the 10. If we hit a 10, we get $50. We hit the 8. Okay. We're going to stay with the same bet. We hit the 6. That's $35. You don't want to stay with 5s and 9s more than 2 rolls, guys. 2 rolls is the maximum I want you to do that. Okay, so you're going to hit the 6 for 35. Come down. You cannot lay the 6. You can't do it. It's only hit one time. Okay, there's your 7. We're already off the table. We already made our money. Now, guys, we've already made about $150, $160, and we only been playing for 6.5 minutes. I get a lot of people who ask me, Jimmy, how can I make $100 to $500 a day? I got a ton of systems like that, guys. I got a ton of systems, you know. The systems that are on the website, like the 3-to-1, the 68 shield, the impossible to lose, the big 3, you know, those systems that are on there, guys, they're really, really good. You can make a couple $100 every single time as long as you play them correctly, and you're not sitting there at the casino thinking you're going to win all millions of dollars. Okay, that's the point. Is a 9. We're going to lay that 9 for 100. This time, what we're going to do, we'll go $60 on the 6. We'll see if we can hit for 70. We hit the 8. Okay, we get one more roll with that 9. And there's the 6, you see? So sometimes I like to go for the bigger hit than go 30 and 25, because sometimes you're going to hit it. That's $70. Give them a nickel. Coming down. All right, I'm taking my no 9 down. I hit my 2 rolls, or I had 2 rolls with that 9. If we didn't hit that 6, the whole bets were coming down. We would have had to wait till we hit something else. Cannot go more. There's another 9. See? We would have got picked off if we would have stayed like that. Okay? All right. And listen, every once in a while, you're going to get numbers that become hot. You're going to get 3 5s in a row. You're going to get 3 9s in a row. That is going to happen. What happens is you got to go up and you got to make bigger bets here. Sometimes you got to stretch it to 3 bets or even 4 bets until you get that money back. That's when you go into crazy mode. You go crazy. It's called psycho craps. All right. So we hit the 9. No 9 for 100. And we'll go 25 and 30 on the 8. Okay, here we go. Okay, there's a 7. Okay, doesn't hurt us at all. Now that's how you play craps, guys. I think I'm going to do a, well, you guys are going to, the gold members, oh, by the way, the YouTube's taking forever to approve that. I thought they approved it, but it's still in review. But these guys, I see this on, I mean, I know that people who play regular craps, they all do the same thing. And they what they do is they bet so much money across the board, and they do it all at the same time. So if you see the way that I play, I'm usually doing one, roll, do another one, roll, do another roll, put another bet, boom, I hit one of them, I'm come down, you know? So I'm always like trying to play hide and go seek against the 7. And if I am going to keep my money out there, I better have something that gets back that money. See, this is $55 gone. We get 65. So everybody else is losing. The dealer's throwing me $10. Okay, that's a 6. So we really can't do much on a 6 because it's only 1 6. That's an 11. A 3E. A 10. All right, we'll lay the 10 for 100. And we'll go 25 on the 5 and $30 on the 8. That's an 11. Now with my 10, I get to go 3 rolls. There's 4. I only got 1 more roll. And another 4. So here's what's cool. We literally just threw back-to-back 4s. Well, guess what? Our 10 has expired. It went 3 rolls. We're going to keep our bets working, and we're just going to tell the dealer, hey, dealer, put me over on the no 4. This sucker just rolled 2 times in a row. And there's a 7. All right? This is going to pay 50. I'm going to lose $5, guys. I'm going to lose $5. I'm going to leave my no 4 there to work to come out. I'm going to put $30 on the 8. I'm going to work the come out. And I'm going to get a 7 on the come out. I'm going to lose 30, but I'm going to win 20. I make 50, I lose 30, $20 profit. Going to work it again. A 12, going to work it again. There's a 10. Okay, dealer, take me off the no 4 and put me on the no 10. I'm going to add a nickel to my 5, quarter to my 5. And there's my 5 right there. $35. Coming down. Actually, no, I'm not coming down. I'm going to change my 5 to the 9. I'm going to stay up. I get another roll with my 10. And there's a 7. Okay, I'm going to lose $5 back. No big deal. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just put that back out there and say I'm going to work to come out. And there's my 9. So I got back, I'm going to get back my $5 that I just lost because they're going to owe me 35. So I got my 5 back plus 30 profit. I'm coming down. Down like a clown, Einstein. And just like that, we're going to cash out. So all you got to do, guys, is a very simple game, man. Everybody makes it way too complicated. This is how the goat plays right here. That's some goat coffee. Bah. Bah. That's goat milk. I use goat milk. So, Here's what these bubble craps guys do, okay? I'm going to start showing you guys these bubble crap videos because it's easy to film. I watch these bubble crap guys, man. Some of these guys need to take a chill pill, man. Seriously. If you're a bubble craps channel and you know who I am and you watch me, I'm not saying any names, but some of you guys need to chill out. You guys act like you're celebrities or something. For crying out loud, you freaking go to a casino and you push a bubble craps machine. Some of these guys are getting these big old egos with their YouTube channels, acting like they're celebrities or something like that. Give me a break. You guys don't even know how to play craps. This is what they do. They go there and they'll do bets like this. Okay, so they'll typically do stuff like this. This is what I see. And they don't have the caps out there in the bubble craps. They just will have the quarters, you know. All right. So they'll roll the dice. So let's say they hit a 5. Okay. So they'll hit a 5. So the machine pays them like $30. Okay. So the machine gives them $30. There's their $30. And this is what they do. They all do the same thing every single time. They all learned it from that one guy, Craig, or whatever the hell his name is. Okay, I've watched that guy play a lot of times. His videos can be exciting, but his skill level, I don't see him as a skilled player. I'm not being mean or anything, because he doesn't really have a skill. He doesn't do anything. He just keeps pressing up and pressing up and pressing up his bets. He is 100% totally reliant on a long roll. That's his whole system. He doesn't have any skills mathematically or anything like that on craps. None. None of them do. They're all, in my opinion, they're all losing players. You know, they're going to have their good days and then they're going to have their bad days. The difference between people who play craps and me is they lose. I don't lose. If I lose one session, it would bother me for a month. I don't lose. They lose on a regular basis. And I watch a lot of these guys when they play, they say that, oh, today wasn't lucky, or, you know, this machine was bad or today, or no, it's the way you play. Luck has nothing to do with craps, man. Sure, sometimes you're going to, you know, hit certain numbers and stuff, but craps is a skilled game. It's a mathematical game. So this is what they'll do. They'll hit the 5, right? And then the first thing they all do is they press the number that they just hit. They'll all do the same thing. They'll press it from 25 and boom, they immediately give up $10 of what they just earned and they put it on the number they just hit. So I'm always telling you guys, I understand that a number can come back to back. And I have some of these people who try to tell me that the dice don't have a memory and that it's still the same mathematical formula, that it's going to roll 1 and 9. It's the same math for it to hit again. Well, I understand that, but if you reverse it and you do it before the 5 comes, what is the mathematical number? If you Google and say, what's the chances of a 5 hitting back-to-back times with 2 dice? That's the math that I'm referring to. So what they're doing is now they just won 35 and they've already given up $10 of that money already. And then what else do? They press stupid other things, like their hard ways, like they'll put another, he'll be like as soon as they win money, they immediately give it back. They'll be like, okay, I'm going to press the 6, I'm going to press the 8, I'm going to press the 6, and I'm going to press the 4. They have nothing to show for the win that they just received. Okay? They roll again. They hit the 6. Okay? Let's say that pays them, you know, I don't know, we'll just say it pays them $40 or something like that. Okay? What do? They immediately press up the 6, make the 650. You know, let me press my 8 up. You know, they keep pressing, and then the 7 comes. So I want you to do the math of the way that they play. What they're doing, if they hit a 9, okay, if they hit that 9, this is what they're risking to make $35, okay? They're risking 100, 125, 150. All right, they're risking $215 to make $35. They do it over and over and over. Now, the only bubble craps player that I've seen personally, of all of them, that at least he's doing something that can generate him some revenue by doing a large one roll bet. Okay, I don't like the way he does his one large bet because it's a little too risky. If you ask me, I don't really see the need to do what he does because I can do what he does without the risk. I can make that much money easily. Like he's trying to make $600 off of one roll, and he's risking $2,500 to do it. And he doesn't need to do that. He can make $600 just by playing the correct math, where he only has first of all, where he's probably like 75% favored, and he can win 150 here, 200 here. He still can get to 600. So what he'll do is he'll do something like this. He'll do something like this. Something like that, okay? So what is that? 4, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22, I don't know, something like that. But he does. I know it's 2,500. All right. Now, what I've told him to do, I said, listen, dude, do the same thing, but get rid of your 4 and your 10. Okay. I believe he does 350 on these. Okay. So I think, yeah, it's like a $2,400 bet. So he's taking off. That's $700. That's exactly what it is. I told him to get rid of the 4 and the 10. Okay. Because here's why. There's a couple reasons why. So he does this one-time bet. Okay, I don't mind saying his name because I'm not insulting him for what he's doing. I'm just giving him some advice, which, he could do whatever he wants to do. It's his money. I think his name is Dr. Options or something like that. He at least he does something that he's doing a smart one-time bet where he plays the bubble crap so much that he feels confident when to come in on that one big bet that he does. Okay. And what I also like about him is that he keeps the data of what he does for the year. So I think last year he did over 1,100 of these actual large bets. And he had the calculations of how many times it worked, and he had the calculations of how many times it failed. So obviously he made a profit, otherwise he wouldn't be doing it. So, but what I've noticed that he does is he likes to wait until the dice are at a 10. So he'll get, especially if it's like a hard 10. So my philosophy with him was to say, look, dude, if you take off $700, because here's that $700 that he's not wagering, and he only goes on the inside. If he rolls 1,100 times a year, and he makes this bet 1,100 times a year, $700 deducted is $770,000 less money that he has going out on a craps table for the year. $770,000 less a year because he's not doing the 4 and 10. Now, what I said to him, I said, well, listen, every time that I see you coming in with this big bet, it's always either on a 6-4, which is a 10, or a 5-5. Almost every single time I see him do it. So he's asking to hit a back-to-back 10, and then he's asking to hit a number that hits 1 out of 12. I'm sorry, that's not worth $770,000 a year to make those wagers on this and this on one roll. Just your inside reduces your liability, and you're more likely to hit one of these numbers. If you throw a 3, you had $700 in less risk because he comes down. If he throws a 3, if he throws a 12, if he throws a snake eye, if anything that he throws that doesn't hit this board right here, he comes down. So it's only a 1 roll that he does. So if he's coming in off of a 10, I seriously doubt you're going to hit back-to-back 10s. And then I seriously doubt that your calculations for the year are going to be a lot of wins with the 4. Now, I realize that pays 2 to 1. I understand that. And that's really nice when you can hit them. I understand that. But I think that I would rather save the $770,000 a year and not take that responsibility. Another thing that I think you should do, if you're watching this video, is I would actually reduce your bet. I do not see the point of you doing that. I would probably go something like this. There you go. Now you got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now you got $1,400 less than what you're doing. And you could come in with $200, $400, $600, $800. There's nothing wrong with that bet right there. There's nothing wrong with that bet right there. You know, you're gonna, if you calculate how many times that you lose with the big bet, I think your numbers would be the same. I just don't see the point. I just don't see the point in it. I really don't. I would rather you go like this. Put the whole damn thing on a 6 for 1 roll. Seriously. I would rather you do that. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd rather you put $800 to $1,000 on one number and see if you can spike that mofo. Because if you can hit it, you're getting like almost $1,000, but you're only risking $800. You're risking $2,500 versus $800. I don't know. He can do what he wants, but I don't know. I don't do what he does, so but based on what I'm seeing, I think I would modify what he's doing. But at least he's more creative than the other ones that I'm seeing. Some of these guys have no clue. Like, it's just ridiculous, Some of these guys, the way they play is just ridiculous, the way they play. All right, I'm out, guys. I hope you learned something from that. You guys can go out there and make yourself some a little bit of money. Oh, we got to count. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I didn't lose any money. I just played with it. I didn't lose any. All right, so there's 15. That's 2,000. All right, we didn't touch our blue, so that's 5, 7. Need 100 here. That's 4,000, 9,000. We put this over here. Okay, we didn't make that much, guys, but we didn't even risk anything. 150, 175, 200, 250, 300, $345. So I had a subscriber tonight ask me how to make $100 to $500 a day. There you go. There's $345 that you made in about 20 minutes. Okay? Give that one a shot if you want to do that. All right, guys. Peace out.